I've driven through LA once, and boy, it was bad. But speaking of LA, this is basically a clip in regards to how I ended up sleeping outside in California. I just got back from a trip from Bali. I was supposed to touch down at like 9 something p.m. I had parked my car in a parking garage that I had access to up until midnight. My flight ended up being late, getting to the garage just before midnight. When I say just before, I mean like literally like 11:59. Like it was closed by then. I don't have enough money for even like a motel in the area. There wasn't one close by because obviously I don't have transportation. So now I either have to wait for a bus, which I don't really know the bus schedule or where the bus is gonna go, spend money on an Uber in California to a motel, check in if I can, if there's a room available, sleep, wake up, and 7 a.m. is the time that I have access to the garage. I'm checking my options, seeing how much money I got. So I ended up sleeping outside. There's like a couple of homeless people walking by with like a ton of stuff. I can't really get sleep because I was tired. Like after the flight, that kind of flight where it's like 13 or 14 hours, you're napping, you're waking up, you're napping, you're waking up, you're like, when am I going to touch down? It's like, damn, bro, like I gotta sleep outside for like at least about 8 hours. So I slept and basically kept one eye open, but I think I did sleep for a solid 2 hours. And in that solid 2 hours, like anything could have happened, bro. It was like a circular table. It was wooden, and like the seats, obviously were kind of like curved. It was like 4 seats. It was in the light. I was kind of nervous about that because I'm like, people can see me. I just kind of wanted to be low key. I was calling like the building to see if like, it was a strange building where the garage was attached to some sort of corporate thing. Slept outside, finally got the car, and man, when I got the car, you would think like, I can't even explain to you the absolute joy that came over me once I had access to the garage. I even had to go to the bathroom. I had to go to the bathroom in the bushes. I didn't do number 2, but still, that's public indecency. If a cop was driving by and saw that, like, bro, my whole night is ruined just because I couldn't have access to my car, and there was nothing open for me to go to the bathroom. Actually, I was hungry and I went to a Subway. I got something to eat, and I'm like, yo, can I use the restroom? He's just like, nah, we don't let it. That Subway was in an area where, they don't give public access to the public to use the restroom. I'm just like, but I'm a customer. It's like, yeah, nah. I'm like, yo, it's crazy.